to another episode of The Whole Voice. I'm your host, Allie Tyler, and this show is designed to bring a little more consciousness, courage, and creativity into your everyday life. Now, I gotta say, I am so excited that you have decided to tune into today's episode because I'm gonna get a little honest with you. I'm gonna get real honest. Honesty is one of my values, so here we are, straight up. This is a crazy time to be alive. This is a crazy time of life. Now, I'm recording this in 2020, so this is going to maybe seem applicable in a few years. Actually, I bet you it is, because there is no going back to normal. Here we are. This is our new normal. And not only is it our new normal, we are in the midst of defining our new normal. This is huge. And I truly believe in my heart that it is no accident that you're here, that it is no accident that your soul chose to be in this body in this lifetime, because we are here to do work. We are light workers, we are love warriors, and we got to figure out how to redefine our planet so that we can evolve it and so that we don't kill it, but most importantly, so that we can express what we came here to do. Now, I know that that feels like a big responsibility. I know that that may seem just totally crazy. That's okay. You can take whatever you want from it. But the best way, truly, the best way to show up for other people and to do what you came here to do is to take care of yourself. So what does it mean to take care of yourself? It means to come back to yourself. It means to really take the time to listen to your inner voice and your intuition, your passions and your strengths and your desires, all of the things that make up you. But we get so distracted by all of the other things in our life, right? Our obligations, our experiences, other people, our relationships. I mean, all kinds of things are taking us away from being with ourselves. Now, if you take a look at your own self-care routine, you're probably going to see things like exercising and eating right and meditating and journaling. And please, oh my gosh, those are all wonderful things. Keep doing all the awesome things. But I want to give you something that you can do every day at any moment, at any time, and you can even incorporate it into all of those other things. And let me tell you, it is the most groundbreaking self-care practice you can ever do. Truly, it is so powerful. And it is practicing presence. Now, practicing presence. When we think about the word practice, we know that practicing means that you're consistently showing up for it, right? It's not something where there's a destination and that's where you're trying to get to. No, This is all about the journey. This is all about that life journey. Because why? There's only right here, right now, in this moment, at this very time. This is the only time that exists, if that makes sense. Presence is happening every moment of every day. So practicing presence does not mean like, whoop, I did it. Check mark. I am conscious and enlightened and a present being. No way. I mean, my goodness, like how many times do we get out of the present moment? All of the time. Anytime that we're thinking about anything but the present moment, we are not in the present moment. So of course this is going to be a practice, right? Now, practicing presence does not need to be some sort of woo-woo thing. I mean, you can do it right now, even as you're listening or watching this episode, right? Just being aware of experiencing this. So here are 3 ways that you can practice presence in your everyday life. And I kid you not, the more that you do this, the more aligned your life is going to look and feel. Number 1, schedule 5 minutes every day to practice being. This means no phones, no screens, no people, no distractions. This is truly just you coming back to the right here and the right now, like experiencing life, just sitting and experiencing it. Now, this is something that I promise that you're going to say, okay, yeah, I'll totally do it. But you probably won't. So you really got to schedule it. Like take out your phone and put a reminder on your phone that says, hey, it is time to be, not do, and then when it goes off, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna be here. I'm just going to experience life. what ends up happening is you start training your mind to become more present, more mindful. It starts calming down your nervous system, and you start really just appreciating life. You start appreciating the vibrancy of life all around you and the abundance all around you, and just how amazing it is to be alive here on planet Earth. It's truly an incredible thing. So schedule 5 minutes every day to practice being. Number 2, pick a conscious activity to do for your presence practice. So a few of my favorite things that I like to do every day, and I truly try to do this every single day, is I will either eat a meal in complete silence, like really enjoy every bite, every flavor. I'm savoring the meal because I'm in silence and I am being with it in the present moment. Another way that you can do this is you can go on a walk. You can go on a walk, and as you're walking, really tap into your 5 senses. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you smell? All of the different things. I like to think about if I were a witness in a crime and a police officer asked me to describe the scene, would I be able to do it? Be thinking about that, like as you're walking, can you actually describe as much detail as possible in what you are experiencing and seeing right there and right then? That's a great way to practice presence. Another awesome conscious activity is driving. Now, that sounds funny because a lot of us drive on this sort of automation where we just sort of like get there and we're like, oh, whoa, how did that happen? Has anybody ever experienced that? I know I certainly have, where I just drive and then I arrive and I don't know what happened in between. Well, let's not do that. Let's actually take driving as a conscious activity. So next time you get in the car, try going your entire drive with being totally conscious about, again, those 5 senses. What are you seeing? What are you feeling? What do you taste? Maybe you're eating in the car. But these are some of my favorite activities that I really like to schedule in my own personal calendar, and they really help me come back to the present moment. And number 3, become acutely aware of your automated habits. Now, these could be good habits, these could be bad habits, but truly the best way to know what your habits are is to be aware of what they are. This requires you to actually take a look at the things that you do every day. Maybe it's that you pick up your phone every 30 seconds, which actually I think is a statistic right now, that we tend to check our phone every 30 seconds, which is totally crazy. But if you're doing that, if you see every Sunday that your screen time is 8 hours every day, you should start looking at how many times you're picking it up that day, or even what you're doing on your phone in the first place, right? Become acutely aware of your automated habits. Anything. It could be brushing your teeth. It could be how you talk to your partner. It could be how you're feeling after a long day of work. It could be what things happen for you to sort of edge your way into the fridge and take out that beer, or to pour yourself that glass of wine. Like whatever it is, just become acutely aware of the habits that you have in your everyday life. Trust me when I say, nobody wants to do this, because we know that if we're aware, then we might have to change. I get it. I totally get it. I understand, because I have those things in my life as well, right? There are definitely things that I tend to avoid being aware of, because I know that if I'm aware of them, then I got to change them, and I don't necessarily want to change them because they make me feel good and comfortable. It's okay. You're human. I mean, we all have those things. We all have our vices. We all have our triggers. We all have all of those things, right? But truly, if you want to evolve, and more importantly, if you want to help the planet evolve, the best way to do this is to become conscious. It truly is. The best way to love and support each other and to love and support yourself is to be aware of yourself, is to know yourself. You will never grow as a human if you don't know who you are. So let me know, which way are you going to practice presence this week? Are you going to schedule your 5 minutes every day? You're going to pick one of your conscious activities? Are you going to become aware of those automated habits that are in your life? Let me know which one you are going to try today. I want to know which one you're going to try today. And as always, if this episode resonated with you at all, be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends and leave a review. And hey, come say hey to me at The Whole Voice. I am there on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook, and I really, really love connecting with you personally, or shall I say, virtually. Thank you so much for tuning in. I truly hope that you will continue to practice presence and you will integrate this into your self-care routine, because there is nothing, hear me out, there is nothing more important right now than you taking care of you. So I can't wait to hear how these exercises go, and I will see you in the next episode.